All right, college football and stuff here. It is week 15 of the college football season. I'll be going over all of the Group of 5 and Independence playing in this video. All right, first up, we have a Thursday game. Florida Atlantic at Southern Miss, 6:30 on the CBS Sports Network. Florida Atlantic an 8.5-point favorite. I do think Florida Atlantic gets the win, but I've liked Southern Miss that kept games close. Give me Southern Miss plus the 8.5 there. Moving on to Friday, North Texas at UTEP, 6:30 on ESPN3. North Texas a 10-point favorite. UTEP hasn't been great. I do think North Texas is the better team. Give me North Texas minus the 10 points. Charlotte at Marshall, 6:30 on the CBS Sports Network. Marshall coming off a huge loss to Rice when Marshall was a heavy favorite. I don't think that happens to them twice in a row, though. I think they come back strong. I've liked Charlotte. Charlotte's been a pretty good team. But I think Marshall is I'm still high on Marshall. Give me Marshall minus the 20. Nevada at San Jose State, 10 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network. San Jose State, a 2.5-point favorite. I think this is going to be a good game. It's late at night. It's at San Jose. The spread's small. Give me SJSU minus the 2.5 on that one. Moving on to Saturday games. First up, Miami, Ohio at Bowling Green, 12 o'clock on ESPN3. Miami, Ohio, a 24.5-point favorite. Bowling Green has not been great. Give me Miami, Ohio minus the 24.5. I think they can put up some points there. Northern Illinois at Eastern Michigan, 12 o'clock on ESPN3. Eastern Michigan, a 6-point favorite. Coming off a nice win against Western Michigan. I think Eastern Michigan is the better team. Give me Eastern Michigan minus 6 there. Speaking of Western Michigan, they're at Ball State. That's 12 o'clock on ESPN+. Ball State, a 2.5-point favorite. I think Ball State is a little bit better team. It's there. Give me Ball State minus the 2.5. Houston at Memphis, 12 o'clock on ESPN+. Houston, a 4-point favorite. Not super high on Memphis this year. I don't think they've played great. Give me Houston minus the 4 points. UAB at Rice, 1 o'clock on ESPN3. Just talk about Rice coming off that nice win. UAB, an 8-point favorite, though. I do think UAB is a good team. I like UAB, really like their coach. Rice looked really good against Marshall, though. It's at Rice. I think that's a little bit too many points. If this was under a touchdown, I'd probably take UAB, but give me Rice plus the 8 points there. Akron at Buffalo, 2:30 on the CBS Sports Network. Buffalo, a 32.5-point favorite. Akron has not looked good. Buffalo is a team that can score points. Give me Buffalo minus 32.5, even though that is a ton of points. Coastal Carolina at Troy, 3 o'clock on ESPN+. Coastal Carolina, a 13.5-point favorite, coming off a really nice win against BYU. Ended up picking that game in the comments because the game Coastal Carolina was supposed to play got canceled and they swapped opponents around. Really like Coastal Carolina. I think they're a very good team. That win against BYU was a really nice win for them. I think they should be more than a 2-touchdown favorite here. Give me Coastal Carolina minus 13.5. Central Michigan at Toledo, 3 o'clock on ESPN3. Toledo, an 11.5-point favorite. Did not like the way Central Michigan looked last week. They did well for me at the beginning of the season. I do think Toledo's a better team, though. Give me Toledo minus the 11.5. Hate to say it, but I think that's where it goes. Navy at Army, 3 o'clock on CBS. Nice to see that we're still going to get to enjoy this game. Of course, two service academies. You want to see a good, clean game. Nobody getting hurt. Some nice, fun football. Army is 6.5-point favorite. I think Army is the better team this year. Give me Army minus the 6.5. Incarnate Word at Arkansas State, 3 o'clock on ESPN3. No spread in this game. Incarnate Word, an FCS team. Arkansas State is going to win this. I didn't see a spread on this one, but yeah, Arkansas State's going to win that game. Boise State at Wyoming, 6 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network. Boise State, an 11.5-point favorite. I think Boise State's the better team. Give me Boise State minus the 11.5. I think Wyoming's pretty good, but I do think Boise State is better. App State at Georgia Southern, 6 o'clock on ESPN3. App State coming off kind of a rough loss against Louisiana, where App State really could not get anything done on offense. I mean, the weather was horrible in that game. I think that had an effect on things, but pretty much all of their points were gifted to them by Louisiana. Had a bunch of bad snaps. That poor long snapper, I feel for the guy. It probably got in his head after that first one kept happening, but oh man, he gave up a ton of points to App State. Louisiana was lucky to win that game, but they did. App State looked terrible. Give me Georgia Southern plus the 9.5 there. Utah State at Colorado State, 9:30 on the CBS Sports Network. Colorado State, a 13.5-point favorite. I've not been impressed with Utah State. It's under 2 touchdowns. It's at night. It's at Colorado. Give me Colorado State minus the 13.5. San Diego State at BYU, 10 o'clock on ESPNU. BYU, a 16-point favorite. I think BYU is the better team, obviously. BYU is still really good. That Coastal Carolina BYU game was a great game. I think BYU goes back to blowing people away. It's at night at BYU. They played really well at home at night. Gave BYU minus 16 points. Fresno State at New Mexico, 10:30 on Fox Sports 1. Fresno State, an 11-point favorite. I think Fresno State gets it done. Man. Actually, that late at night at New Mexico, give me New Mexico plus the 11. I'm changing my pick right here. UNLV at Hawaii, 11 o'clock, no TV, but you can. I saw there's an app you can download apparently to watch this game. If you're on the mainland, that is, which I assume most people watching this are. Hawaii, a 20-point favorite. Don't think UNLV is great. Super late at night. Hawaii's played pretty good in these home night games. Give me Hawaii minus the 20. All right, that's it for the Group of 5 and the independents that are playing this week. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you want to see more of these, subscribe to the channel. There's not a bunch of weeks left, not a ton of games left for me to pick, but I'm going to pick every FBS game every week against the spread. I'll see you next time.